Hey. Hey y'all, I know it's been a while. I don't really know how long it's been. Maybe a year, honestly. But you know, life be happening and stuff. So, but we back with another video. Happy New Year, first of all, cause like you know we're in 2025. Oh my god, that's crazy when you think about it. Especially when you're like getting older and everything. But now that my frontal lobe has developed, I'm coming to you with a video. I remember a while back I did a video of what I hate about being an artist. This time we're gonna do about 20 things I love about being an artist. And so if you're an artist who has subscribed or watching this video right now, first of all, welcome to my channel. Hope you stick around, you know, hope you subscribe, you feel me? Hope you like, comment, something. But if you're an artist watching this, let me know what you love about being an artist. If you agree, if you disagree, or what I probably didn't say but you want to add to the list. Because, you know, being an artist is lit. And if you're an artist, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, get right into the video. I had to write it down because the notes was in my phone, but I can't record it on my phone at the same time. So, the first thing, also about this list, they're not in a certain order. I'm just like wrote what was off top for real, so it's not like, yeah, it's not in a certain order. These are just things that I come to think of when I consider being an artist and what I love about it. So yeah, the first thing, number one, I'm not gonna say the first thing, number one that I love about being an artist is the creative process. Just the whole process of creating the work. You know, when you have an idea, you get influenced, you get inspired, you're like, oh, that would be cool. So you draw it out, and just like creating it, as stressful as it is, there's a lot of back and forth. If you're a painter, if you're an artist, regardless, you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of back and forth of being excited, being stressed, and then excited again, and then not liking it, then liking it again, that whole thing. But it's fun. Love to see it. Wouldn't trade it for anything else because it's part of the process. Number two, artists are the alchemists of the world. We literally create something out of nothing. This canvas behind me was a blank white canvas, and now it is a whole world behind me. I think that's cool. So we literally create things, and it's like magic for real. Like, if you know God, you know he's the biggest artist. You look around you, it's like magic, because where did this come from? You know, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Number three, the power to communicate in different ways, especially things that are important, things that we should be more aware of in the world that people need to be talking about. I think it's a really huge responsibility and service of being an artist to be able to do those things. Especially when referring to James Baldwin's short reading, very highly recommend if you're an artist, called The Creative Process. He talks about the responsibility of an artist and our role to expose the atrocities of the world and expose the truth of ourselves as well as those around us. Number four, to me, I believe that being an artist is very significant to the way of life. Without an artist, you have nothing. Created by an artist. Like, everything was created by an artist. Like, these earrings, all of that, like, didn't just pop out the sky, you know? So it's literally significant for the way of life. Without an artist, we wouldn't have anything. Like, literally. Because every idea starts with a sketch. Every idea starts with a drawing. So every idea starts with some sort of creative passion, you know? It may not have a creative intention, but it starts with creativity to begin with. To create something out of nothing. Period. Number five, I'm probably gonna stop doing this hand thing eventually, but number five, the community that you gain in the process of being an artist. Like, at least for me, I've been able to join spaces that share the same core values as me, share the same creative process as me, the same ideas, inspirations and goals and hopes and dreams in life. And I think that is so cool. I think it's so important. It's so significant. It's imperative for you to surround yourself with community that can help you thrive through love, in love, out of love, with love, all of that. And that is something I'm truly grateful for. So if you're part of my community, shout out to you. Thank you for accepting me. And yeah, Number 6 would be seeing your progress and seeing how others appreciate your progress. Like when you look back at your work from what it used to be, and then you look at your work now, you're like, oh, like I really used to draw like that. Like, oh, now my work looks like this. And it's crazy to think about. Like, I have this portfolio of my old drawings, and it's like, it's wild to see my progress like that. And then for other people to be like, wow, like your painting looks really cool. Like you did a good job. It's a really good feeling, because then it reminds me of how far I've came, that I'm still learning, that I'm still growing, and that I can like shoot for the stars for real. Okay, number 7, I would have to say, is getting paid for your work. Always a good feeling when someone sees your work and wants to buy it. That's super cool to me. However, I have been very attached to my paintings, so I haven't really been like wanting to sell originals. But like, you know, when I sell a print, it's like, hell yeah, like, you know what, hell yeah, like, yeah, thank you, appreciate that, period. And so it makes me feel really good that someone want my work in their home. Like, that's really cool. Especially when, or even if I'm doing like commissions and stuff and I tell them a price and they're like willing to pay full price, or like willing to pay for my service and be like, you know, price don't even matter. Like, I'm just supporting you for real. That's such a good feeling. So like being able to make money off your work is really, really cool, because then it's like that confirmation you needed that this can sustain my life. Like, you know, it's possible. So that little reminder. So if you bought anything from me for my business, like, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Number 8 would be the variety of styles like that you can go through when you're trying to figure out what your niche is as an artist, or like what your medium is, or even seeing how your style communicates differently in like different mediums, like in different media. Like a painting like this is oil paint. But I'm sure if I drew something, it would look completely different. If I use fabric or like any other material, like pastels or something, it would look different. And so I just love to see how the same person can communicate or like express their artistic style in different ways. And I love the fact that every other artist would draw the same thing differently. Like, I think that's really cool. Which also brings me to number 9 of the uniqueness of every artist. Like, no artist can draw or like paint the same, and I just love that about us, because it's like our own little fingerprint or blueprint of like who we are and how different we are, yet we're all the same, because like we're all artists, period. Number 10 would be our ability of expression, like the fact that I can paint or draw. Okay, sorry, excuse the change of scenery. My phone was like, you don't have any storage, so I had to go through this whole thing of like freeing up storage, and throughout all of that I got hungry, so I'm making some chicken soup, and we're gonna continue off where I was at. I was on number 10. So I appreciate our ability to express ourselves in different ways. Like I was saying, I can express myself through painting, through drawing, through fabric, through whatever I can express myself in. And I appreciate that, because it gives duality. It gives no limits. And I appreciate that. Okay, number 11 is the intelligence required to become an artist. Like when you create something, you're like learning how to use the material. You're like teaching yourself something, like, and then you have to think about what you want to communicate in a way that is clever enough to catch the viewer's eye, to be interested in what you're talking about, basically. So not only that, you have to like learn yourself in the midst of it, so that you can know how to express yourself in that way. And so that takes a lot of like learning, a lot of intelligence to be able to spread the awareness or the important message that you want to put in your work. Number 12 would be the vulnerability and honesty that's required in order to like communicate what you're saying. Like you have to face yourself when you're an artist. And so if you want, sorry if the water's loud, if you want to be a true artist, you have to really confront yourself and be real with yourself and be like, what do I really want to say? What is gonna draw people's attention? Because, you know, other people can have a feeling when you're not really in what you're doing. Like, you can feel that. So that vulnerability and that honesty is what you need in order to succeed, for real. To like be yourself. And I like that. I appreciate that. Number 13, we are the documenters of history. Without an artist, we wouldn't even know what it was like back then, because you need people to write, you need people to take pictures and document, you needed those sketches before photography was a thing. So we document history and what the times are in the midst of our creating. So you can learn a lot about history through art, and I appreciate that as well. 14 is kind of the same as 7. The fact that your creation can like pay the bills, super cool. So even though that's basically the same thing, I just want to reiterate, like, it's a really, really good feeling when you can like pay a bill from your artwork. Like it makes you feel so official, like yeah, like I really do this. I pay my bill. I really do this. Like, yeah. So number 15, I mean, art is cool. Like, art is really cool. Hell yeah. Like, you know what? Hell yeah. It's such a cool thing to like make and be a part of and experience, and like all the things about art. Appreciate it. And then 16, that feeling you get when you finish. Ooh. You love to see it. It's like you really look back and be like, wow, I accomplished something awesome, something great. I would hope that every artist would be proud of what they create when they're finished. That feeling of accomplishment never gets old. That's the type of high I want to chase for the rest of my art career. The feeling of accomplishment, like to finish something. Because I know us artists like to start, but we don't finish. Finishing is the best part about it, for real. Also, sorry my chops is real loud. I'm really cutting, but yeah. 17, right? Am I on 17? Yes, 17. The endless possibilities. Like I mentioned before, there are different ways for us to express ourselves. There's no one way to be an artist, and so like the possibilities are endless. Like, it makes me sad when an artist feels like they don't know what they're doing or like how to go about it, because there are no rules to this. There are no rules to what you can and can't use. Now, that don't mean abuse your resources to a way where people are getting harmed. You know, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying whatever makes your heart feel good, do that. As long as you ain't hurting nobody, you feel me? But yeah, possibilities are endless. Like, you can literally make art out of anything. You can get a used piece of tissue and fold it up. Now you got origami. You feel me? Like, you can get a little piece of foil, do whatever you want with it. Now you got art. And that's why art is very subjective, because it can really be anything. Now, it can be meaningless. Don't get me wrong. Number 18, the freedom of being an artist. You can be a child again. You can explore yourself and your interests and your wants. You can have fun. You can play with no shame. Like, you can really be out here doing the do, you know? It's so fun. It makes me feel like a kid again. Who doesn't want to be a kid again? When there's no responsibilities and bills, and you just have fun and do your thing. So yeah, that freedom, beautiful, beautiful. Another high I'm chasing, quite actually. Number 19, the fact that you can start a conversation or create a feeling without being in the room. That's deep. That's deep. Like, you can cause whole conversations. You can teach someone without even being there to physically teach them, you know? Like, the art speaks for itself. If I just, ooh, yes, that's really good. That's really good. That's really deep. And then last but not least, the option to be anonymous. So we got the graffiti artist. We don't know who the artist is, but you know the tag. Love that down. Every graffiti artist, kudos to you. I think that's super cool to be able to leave your mark and nobody know who you are. It's like so mysterious and like do your thing. You can have a mask on if you want, you know, like Sia, when she first came out with her career, her music and everything, she had that mask on. So her music was doing well, but not really knew who she was type. And even like at the exhibitions, at the shows, when the audience doesn't know you're the artist, they like look at your work, so you kind of like creep behind them and be like, hey, what do you think? And you get their like honest response because they don't know it's you. Then by the end of their response, you're like, wow, I appreciate that because I'm the artist. And they're like, oh my God, wow. And they probably like, thank God I said something nice. But you know, it's fun. It's fun. I love being an artist. I can't see myself doing anything else. And I was just watching some of Dolce's old videos. Shout out to her. It really inspired me to understand that these humble beginnings don't need to be the end. And to know that she had the same fears or perspectives as I do in this moment about my career and like how I'm gonna make this happen. I have no idea how I'm gonna make this happen, but it feels really good to know that somebody feels the same way you do, especially with the platform that she has now. I'm like, oh hell yeah. And it's just another reminder that it's possible, that I'm gonna be good regardless. Like she said, everything's gonna be good, because I plan on graduating this upcoming spring. And yeah, that's when life gonna be lifing for real, because you know, grad school is certainly an option, but not going to grad school is another option. So you know, Godspeed for real. We gonna see what he got in store for me, and I have no choice but to have faith at that point. So we gonna see what happens. Ew, we gonna see what happens. It's very nerve-wracking, but yes, that's another video. Time for another video. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching my video. Like I said, like and subscribe if you're an artist. Let me know what you enjoy about being an artist, what you appreciate about the practice, the lifestyle, etc, etc. Even if you're not an artist, who's your favorite artist and why? Like, I would love to get to know and see who else is out there, known or unknown. It don't matter. Like, and it don't even matter what type of artist, as long as they not don't know, you know. But yeah, so yeah, thank you again. Love you, bye. And y'all don't forget, be blessed. I also just want to reiterate how important it is to document. Like, I think it's so cool that you can like really go back and see the type of stuff she was doing before. You know, she was as well known as she is now. And that makes me feel really good, because whether I get up or not, my kids have something to look forward to, you know? Like, my kids have something to watch. See their mom when they was young. I'm a baddie, y'all. Just, I mean, it speaks for itself, but you know, so my kids can see what I look like, what I was doing, what I was interested in, what I was talking about, what I'm thinking, and you know, just so they can know that type of stuff. Because my parents didn't have YouTube growing up, and I would love to be able to use this as a way to like look back in the past and see what, you know, their parents was doing, your ancestors were doing, period. Because it's going to be here forever. So even if my great grandkids see this, hey bull, that'd be really cool. So yeah, all right, bye for this time. I'm gonna show y'all the soup and everything. And yeah, and the big reveal, my chicken soup. Big bussin'. Not too much for real, but you feel me? Nice with it, nice with it. Yeah, look, yeah. So yeah, all right guys. Bye.